On December 3rd, 2005, thousands of people gathered in downtown Sioux Falls to witness what was labeled as the Big Boom. Remember this? The old Zip feed mill property was going to be demolished, and the owner had turned the event into a fundraiser with a raffle, even t-shirts. However, that boom did not go as planned.
Instead, the building simply sunk a bit and tilted, essentially becoming the leaning tower of Sioux Falls. The failed attempt prompted international coverage, and 20 years later, we're looking back on how far downtown Sioux Falls has come since then. Fiona Sullivan has that story for us here tonight.
While the anticipation was high back in 2005, especially for Jeff Scherschlick, who had purchased the Zip Field building, the demolition did not go as planned and ended mostly in laughter and even national fame.
I can't tell you how many people came up to me in the ensuing month and said, hey, I hadn't heard from Susie for 20 years, and she saw it on CNN or whatever, and she reconnected with me because it brought Sioux Falls people and people that had connections together, and so that was probably the greatest part of it.
Scherschlick is just as proud of the work that the city and Cherapa Place have done to develop.
They wanted density, they wanted mixed use, they wanted things like a pomegranate coming in, and retail and restaurants and apartments and office and condos. So basically all we did was take that vision of the city and the community, and I think what we're good at is local people, but we went out and executed that plan.
Over recent years, independent retailers, restaurants, and apartments have opened in Cherapa Place.
I feel like we kind of stepped into something that's going to really grow, and I hear a lot of people talking about, hey, you're in a great spot, it's going to be excellent for you, downtown's really going that direction. There's going to be a lot of good stuff happening down there, and so I guess I'm really optimistic to that.
Napolitano remembers seeing the lopsided Zip Field building 20 years ago as well.
It's really neat to kind of be here and actually have known the history of this space. My wife and I and my kids used to live not far from here, and we used to walk through this when it was just prairie grass. We used to walk through the prairie grass before they started the Cherapa 2 campus, and so that's really cute.
What was once the scene of a demolition gone wrong is now the location for one of Sioux Falls' fastest growing business hubs. And it's only going to continue to grow, as seen with Pomegranate Market opening next week. In Sioux Falls, Fiona Sullivan, Dakota News Now.